Hello there. My name is Ken Jackson. I call us K7PZX. I belong to Mike Key Amateur Radio Club because I was one of the founders. In 1961, 15 of us started it, and when Pop Brown passed away in 1968, I acquired the certificates, all the badges, the incorporation papers, and Pete Policani, K7PP, and myself started it up again in 1970 while we belonged to Civil Defense, and we built the club from there. With 15, we started out again in 1970 in October, and it's up to about 200 this date of April 13th, 1996. And what else would we talk about here for a minute? We have been very successful through the our flea market that we have at Puyallup for the last 15 years. We became very financially stable, and we just enjoy our friendship and fellowship.
Hi, my name is Pete Hedberg. My call is K7WTG, and I joined the Mike and Key Club, actually the reincarnation of the Mike and Key Club back in 1970, because Ken Jackson, the guy that talked on this before me, asked me to. Anyway, we've had a number of good years. We've had a lot of fun, and this being the 25th anniversary, it's been a good trip, and gee, I hope that I'm able to speak into this camera on the 50th anniversary, 25 years from now. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Jim Carpenter. My call is K7PHZ, and I've been in the club 25 years. I belong to the Mike and Key Club just because it's ham radio, and it's getting together of hands for common interest, and that's all. And I'll continue for that reason.
Hello, I'm Chuck Storer, WA7EBH, one of the original refounders of the Mike and Key Amateur Radio Club. Joined the club or helped restart it for various reasons. One was we were involved in public service at that time, and Pete Policani and Ken Jackson made available a repeater for the group to use. Throughout the 25 years, it's been an interesting experience, and met a lot of interesting people during that time. I hope that the club continues for another 25 years. I may not be around to partake in it, but I'll do it as long as I'm able to.
Hello, Harry. My name is Carl Butler, B-U-T-L-E-R. My call is W7 Papa Radio Whiskey. And I belong to the Mike and Key Club because I think it stands for what amateur radio stands for, and I like to see it keep that way. And that's it.
Oh, my name is Carl DeJong. Call is N7AMX. And it says there on the little white tag, I belong to the Mike and Key Club because, well, for the last 8 years, probably I have not belonged to the Mike and Key Club. And let's not go into that reasoning. There's no personal reasons or anything. We just had other things to do. But originally belonging to the club was filled a great void with friendship that we nurtured from the start of joining in, and the field days. The kids enjoyed it while they were growing up. That's about it.
Chuck Grazier, WA7RJT, former member of the Mike and Key Amateur Radio Club for a number of years, going back to April 1971. And due to the fact that I moved out of state about 3 years ago, no longer affiliated with the club, but certainly enjoyed all the years that I was here, and field days, and all the good friendship that I had with the club there.
Hey, my name is Eric, and my call is N7DLV, and I belong to the Mike and Key Club because I like the technical support that the club members provide and the social activities. Unfortunately, because I work on Saturdays now, I really can't come to the meetings anymore like I used to, but I really do enjoy the articles and also the technical support that the Mike and Key Club members provide to each other. Thank you.
My name is Steve Tiller, call is K7KOT, and I'm a charter member of the Mike and Key Club, I think when it started in 1971.
My name is Ray E. Leslie. My call is WA7EKH, and I joined the Mike and Key Club in December of 1971, I guess it was. I wanted a club to belong to, so I chose this one. So here I am.
Say something.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, who you are.
There.
Okay. Well, I'm Ward, W7GEY, and been having a long time. I don't, I guess I was browsing around looking for a ham club, and some of my good friends were members, and so here I am. And then I met another good friend.
Okay, I'm Claire. I'm KB7GEW. I saw a tape that Harry Lewis made about the Mike and Key Field Day, and that's why I joined. The tape was so good, I got all fired up. And I brought my Elmer to the first meeting that I went to with Mike and Key, and I've been coming ever since.
My name is Ellis Hamer. My call is W7BQG. And I belong to Mike and Key Club because I like the fellowship. Good fellows. I like to keep up with the activities of the club. My friend is Renee Gruff.
My name is Bob Storwick. My call is Alpha Alpha 7 Zulu Charlie. I belong to the Mike and Key Club because they're a wild and crazy group. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tom Patterson. My call is N7BBU, and I got in the Mike and Key Club about 5 years ago when I got back into ham radio just for the camaraderie.
My name is Mike Lamb, and my call is N7ML. And I was a member of Mike and Key Club back in 1963 when I first moved to the Seattle area. And this is my daughter Julie. She is N7KRB. And we're presently living in Bozeman, Montana, but I'm over here working at AEA in Linwood, at least for the time being.
Waving at me. Hi, my name is Hal. My call is N7 Northwest. I used to be W7DNU. I've been a member of the Mike and Key Club since 1974, and I guess I belong to it because it's a great bunch of people to be here.
Well, good evening. My name is Lou. Calls WA7ELI. I belong to the Mike and Key Club for 25 years, and because we started it out, and it's a great outfit to belong to.
My name is Mike Ross. My call is WB7AYU, and I belong to the Mike and Key Club because I belong to the Mike and Key Club.
Hi, I'm Frank, KA7QHG, and I belong to the Mike and Key Club for almost 10 years, and it's really a neat group. And actually what brought me here was I majored in coffee and donut engineering at the University of Washington, and I thought, why waste all this talent? So I came and joined the club and immediately got stuck. I mean, I was appointed to that position. It's a great group, and I'm really having a terrific time today.
Okay, my name is Frank, KF70X. I'm a member of Mike and Key Club 10 years, and now we are on the banquet. Well, it seems to me we're going to have a really beautiful time. What I should call it.
My name is Ralph. My call is WX7T. I joined the Mike and Key Club to meet more of the hams in the area after I received my license, and I also lost a bet to Frank, KF7TX.
My name is Don Rimbaugh. My call, WA7KBK. I belong to the club for a number of different reasons. Primarily, I enjoy going out on field day and making that my vacation.
Hey, my name is Jack. Call is Kilo Bravo 7 Zulu Sierra KB7 ZS. And I belong to the Mike and Key Club because it's the only act in town. Thank you.
Oh, my name is Joyce Drawer. My call is N7JPW, and I belong to the Mike and Key Club. First of all, because of my husband, and secondly, for service and friendship and just getting with other people.
I'm Betty Westby, N7UII. It's fun being here tonight.
John McGee, call sign is KI7OT. Been a member of the Mike and Key Club since 1992. and I figured I'd try to get some of the people away from repeaters and onto CW, but I don't seem to be having much luck with that.
Ja, my name is Nils Hallström. I am a former Swede. I lost my accent when I was born in LA. My call is WB7TJK, and this is my wife. I'll let her speak for herself, as all good hams do.
My name is Joe, otherwise known as Mary Louise Abernathy Hallstrom. My call is KB7UFM. I am perfectly happy with my husband, and I hope to see him later on today.
Hi, my name is Dean Holton, N7NKO, and
I'm Sheila, Dean's wife.
I don't know what to say. Actually, I belong to Mike and Key Club because I have a lot of fun, enjoy all the activities, and that's about it.
And I'm with him.
Hello, my name is Deborah, and my call is N7 Alpha Victor Ocean. I used to belong to the Mike and Key because I got hornswoggled into it a long time ago. We've been busy, Carl and I just do our thing and raise kids and go glass hunting anymore, so that's the end of that.
My name is Ellen. My call is KC7EBC. I belong to Mike and Key Club because my husband forced me into it, but I love it. I really like it. Got my license now, and so I feel like I'm one of the...
You already got me.
My name is Mary Lewis. My call is W7QGP. And I belong to the Mike and Key because I've had fun with all their activities, and all the people are in it. And radio officer, my husband, Terry.
I'm Harry Lewis, her XYL, and I'm W7JWJ, and this is the 25th Anniversary Banquet, and it could not be better. Let's eat.
Carolyn, say hello.
Hello. They put me to work as soon as I got here.
Hi, Harry.
Where is
I know. Oh, well, that's
still, it's a lot of work.
You can't believe it, but I forgot what I was supposed to say. Well, Chuck's had a little bit of a problem with some insurance recently, and I think that you have something you want to tell us, don't you?
Yeah,
way to be aware of some things.
I had to sue my insurance company. They denied a claim, and had to go to court on this. They put me up on the witness stand. The guy for the insurance company, the lawyer, got up there and he says, "Would you please tell the court what you said after your accident?" The lawyer gets up there and he says, "Mr. Storer, would you please tell the court why you had to make that statement?" The dog shoots the dog.
His life was to promote amateur radio for the young adults of the Northwest. One of the original, very early members of the, well, I shouldn't say very early members, but one of the members of the club that was a youth at the time is our guest speaker tonight, Mike Lamb. And also we have some other folks here that were involved originally. The club continued until about 1966 when the kids started to disappear and going off to school and off to other avenues. And the club was disbanded in 1967. In October of 19 that were originally involved, and with the startup of the club, but the person that was W7PRW, Chuck, WA7EBH, and myself.
For the 25 years, it's been an interesting experience. This club is looked up to with high expectations. and respect amongst the ham community. We have had the fortune to have a lot of leaders that are in this club that are leaders in the community and also in radio land. People that are involved in leadership roles in emergency preparedness, government operations, and other community events. People willing to step in and help when called upon. So I applaud you as members. In the early days of Field Day on Cougar Mountain, we used to have a couple kegs of beer brought up, and everybody imbibed in them. One year, we had 2 kegs brought up. We only finished one during the actual Field Day event, so everybody stood around and started draining the second one. And one of our members that is no longer a member of this club, I don't know why he quit, but anyway, Greg Baker, K7 PPK, who's down in Colorado, happened to go use the Santa can. And as habit and tradition would have it, there was a little rocking of the Santa can, and the thing fell off the top of the hill. And up stands Greg, covered with various amenities. And he says, "I'm all right, guys." You know, the race car driver stands up, "I'm all right." He's standing up, "I'm all right." And his wife said, "No, you ain't." He used to raid the Rangers woodpile.
Oh, yeah.
You got to see somebody over here.
We heard about it, too.
Some of our folks enticed some of the Bambies into their trailers until they found out that they can kick.
Ken Rao's not here tonight.
No, Ken isn't here. One of our members, Jim Strang, had his pickup truck up there, and he found out that the brakes didn't work, and they had the tower trailer on the back of it, and it almost went over the cliff before somebody stepped in and stopped it. We've been threatened several times to be booted out of the facility by the Rangers up there for speeding, for fireworks. Things haven't really speeded up. In fact, they've slowed down as everybody's kind of gotten older up there. Who knows, but the towers keep getting shorter, and the folks that put them up, we keep looking at it and say, "Oh God, not again." So
We need to recruit a bunch of youngers. Big events, and even some dunkings. Dunkings. Yeah, I guess there was both. So, and almost everybody got wet one way or another. We even now have competition for the outrageous clothing and for a food dish bake-off.
our Christmas parties were known far and wide, also by the nearby McMicken Heights residents that often call the cops on us. You know, about 2 o'clock in the morning, the cops would show up and say, "Okay, that's it, guys." We'd invite them on in, and they'd kind of just say, "No, just keep it down." There were visits from St. Nick and his helper of the evening, Daisy, who he just happened to pick up on his way to the party that night, dressed in a very scantily clad outfit, very suggestive. He had all sorts of gifts for the good little boys and Come on up.
I just think he wanted to answer somebody, and that was good.
It wasn't me.
Don't worry, you're not the only one. Well, there was I don't know, Steve's wife, I guess, wasn't happy with him for one reason or another. So he got the broom, and he danced with the broom.
That's the way it went.
That's the way it went.
Am I supposed to explain it?
Yes.
Hold the broom up.
The way I remember this. You know, this might be the same broom. But really, we had a nice, young, eager group of people out there, and didn't we have a live band a couple of times?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Lots of times.
And I thought it was a shame to let this live music go to waste, and I didn't think that there was enough participation on the dance floor, is the way I saw it. And I guess maybe I did, you know. We had a new thing where I started with a broom and the music stopped, and when we changed partners, that was kind of fun, wasn't it?
It was fun.
And when whoever didn't have a partner got the broom. And we did this for a couple of years. So, anyway.
Thank you, Steve.
We need that Steve at home.
what year it was, but we started a small auction. Actually, it started out as a flea market out at the bomb shelter. Outside on the lawn, there was some picnic tables because above this bomb shelter there was a park. But you weren't supposed to know there was a bomb shelter underneath this place. So it started out as just everybody brought a little bit of stuff and set it out on the picnic tables. And I don't know if it was really an auction or what. People just traded back and forth. And it still goes on. If you've been to recent flea markets, you'll notice that year by year the stuff just moves from table to table. It started out in the real auction part of it, where we actually used to have an auctioneer and some swap and shop areas. Started out in McMicken Heights, and we used to draw a pretty good crowd in that little building.
A bunch of our members were leaning up on their chairs, kind of leaning back, enjoying the program. The thing of it is, they were leaning back against one of these folding walls, and the folding wall gave way. And all of a sudden, our members were in with another adjacent banquet, and we were just kind of sharing one another. We couldn't put the wall back up, so we just kind of made a big banquet out of the whole thing. One year that was kind of outstanding, we had belly dancers at our banquet, and at that one, Tim happened to attend it, and he requested equal time with the Braille method. This brings us up to our current year's events and accomplishments. We've had a good year this year. Our field day was a good time. No one got killed, maimed, or hurt. Picnic was great and well attended, as well as our Christmas party. We've had an outstanding flea market and generally had a wonderful time doing things, in spite of ourselves and our tempers. Also, we had a little problem at this year's flea market. The elevator broke. I'll have you know that the fairground did not charge us for it. And we did not charge them for the use of the forklift. And our lift operator, Dean, over here, his wages, so we broke even on that one.
Radio starts in radio really started back in the second grade when my father gave me an old All-American 5 tube vacuum tube radio that literally had no cabinet around it. It was just a chassis. And I can remember experiencing my first electrical shock with that. And when I first got it, it didn't work. He gave me 2 of them, that's right. And I think he must have picked them up at a local radio shop or something. And so I just started changing tubes out of one into the other and absolutely knew nothing about what I was doing, but somehow I managed to get one of them working. And I was absolutely impressed with the fact that I could hear stations coming out of Portland, Oregon, which was 50 miles away, 45 miles away from Longview. No big deal, of course, but to a young 7-year-old, well, that was really intriguing.
I'm shorter than everybody else. It's my honor in this 25th year of the Mike and Key Club to have served as your president, and I'm going to be doing that one more time. This evening they've asked me if I would please introduce the roster of new officers. So for the year 1996 and into next March, I will be your president. We are honored to have one of the founding members as a vice president. Frank, are you in a position to stand up and let everyone see who you are? Frank, K7VMG is our new vice president. I look forward to working with you some more. That's great. This year we're kind of in a special situation. We do have some people on the board from the 25th year, but as secretary this year, we have Melissa, KB7TFF, who is our 15-year-old extra class member. So that's kind of a nice diversion, kind of a very diverse board this year. It should be a good one. We've been encouraging youth participation in youth activities this year in a big way, and Melissa's been quite instrumental in all of that, so I'm anxious to see how she'll do on the board. It'll be fun having her input. As treasurer this year, we have Chuck Strohr, one of our 25-year members. Chuck, glad to have you on board. Our activities coordinator, Ed Marzi, N7VMW. And this year, after a 20-year stability, we have a brand new radio officer, Harry Lewis, W7JMZ. So we have quite a few things changing this year.
Our trustees this year. Trustee number 1 is Tom Patterson, N7 BDU. Tom? Tom is also serving as liaison to our technical committee. Is that correct?
Yes.
This year again? Okay. Look forward to that. Thank you. Trustee number 2 is Jeremy, WA7 VGB and YGB. Thank you very much. I don't have my glasses. Anyway, he's going to be serving as liaison to our Public Service Committee, and I believe it's also in Germany. Al Hopwood, KB7THX, will be serving as chairman of the board again this year. He's trustee number 3 and will be serving as liaison to the Facilities Committee. Mary Lewis is joining us this year as trustee number 4. We're happy to have you on the board too. Mary? W7QGP, I can do that one without my glasses because I know it. Mary will be serving as liaison to the Education and Training Committee. She has some new ideas in that realm. And one of my personal favorites on the board, trustee number 5, is N7STR, Chuck Benefield, who will be serving as liaison to the Planning Committee. So to the new board, I look forward to a new year with all of you, and thank you so much for running and participating. I know it's a big job, and board meetings aren't for everyone. It takes a special kind of personality, and we're glad to have all of you join us. Thank you.
I want you to know this award, a great deal of thought has gone into how to give this award. I guess you ought to see what it looks like. This award was discovered quite by accident once. If anyone can't see it? I saw this award at a garage sale and I couldn't walk by it. I had to grab it. I had to for almost a year now, I've been trying to figure out who to give it to. And last February, the answer came to me quite quickly. And I'm sorry he's not here. It's kind of posthumous tonight. I'll give it to him at the next meeting though. Any of you who read the relay in February, did you look at the logo for the Mike and Key Club? There was a word misspelled on it. We were announced to the world as a mature amateur radio club.
Aren't we?
Well, not quite that way. So I prepared a plaque for Jack as the, I need my glasses too. For your infamous cover, yeah, a little further back.
Hold it out for him, so he can see it.
For your infamous cover of the February 1996 relay where you told the world we were a mature radio club, Jack Grimmett, N7IHS, it's made out by the Mike and Key Amateur Radio Club with the Mike and Key Amateur Radio logo. And this is to a mature radio operator, Jack Grimmett. I expect him to pass this on next year to someone else as the Club Goof of the Year award. The reason I got this idea is I have heard several stories from the past. Well, Nils got the Time Out Award of the Year. And I remember when Dean N7KO got the Lost in the Dark Award of the Year. Another famous award that has been given out was the Sitting on Her Mic While She Told What Went On at the Party the Night Before award. Our president did that. There is another person who will go unnamed at this time, who accidentally said his digit repeat while he was listening to a police station and broadcast the police station over a local repeater. And the local repeater also broadcast back to the police department for about 15 minutes while he drove down the freeway unaware until all of a sudden he overheard the conversations that were going on and he quickly turned it off. But as I said, that person will remain unknown. Anyways, this will be given to Jack so that you all understand why it's being given. And once you see something like this, you've got to have it. For this kind of a club, we are a very mature amateur radio.
Thanks, Chuck. Carolyn, I understand you have an award.
Lots of awards would cover a horse's ass.
Fortunate ones too, whose recipient isn't here tonight, and I apologize for that, but I didn't pay for his dinner, I guess, or something. Anyway, this year became very important to me to come up with something new, something different, to try to attract some young people to amateur radio and give them something new to do. And I had found a very interesting little key oscillator that I had picked up in Dayton some years ago that I really wanted some youth to have access to. Code seems to be going away. I don't know whose intention it is. I belong to Mars, and that's where I got my code speed up. I got my Mars license, and I was able to get on a training net every Sunday night and work on code. And this year, Mars announced that code would no longer be allowed on any of their bands. And I'm really sorry to hear these kind of things happening. So I was looking for a way to get code into the hands of young people. And this was a clever little device in a clamshell jewelry box they could put in their pocket, take to school, talk to their friends. It was kind of a fun thing where nobody else would know what you were saying, and made it a toy. And I thought this is a good way to get them started. And I called the supplier, and she informed me that she was only selling them assembled now because it was more expensive to kit them. So the training of assembling it would be lost, and that's what I was hoping for. I was looking for a way to purchase these kits. The only way we could do it was completely redesign the package so it wasn't hers and make it ourselves. And there was one member who was instrumental in making that happen, and he spent 9-10 months doing a redesign of that board and doing all the engineering work on his own time. He's setting up his own business at home, and he took the time to do this for our club, and I really wanted him to be recognized, and that's Bill Balzerini. And I have prepared for him a certificate of outstanding service for your many hours of creative work in support of our youth program, and I will give that to him also at the general meeting, so that you know.
Thank you, Carolyn. Does anybody else have any special awards that they would like to present to any other member? Thank you. With that, we'll start into our formal awards. We have some awards and certificate for years of membership. A lot of these members are not here, so we'll get them to the club. We'll go ahead and read their names off. Ross Foley, these are all for 5 years. And 7 NZJ. Gene Sweeney, Don Humphrey, Terry Convoy. Here's somebody that is here. Nils, you've been a member for 5 years. Mike Silman, Earl Collins, Donald Lair, Jeremy Dominurski, Michael Hansen, KG7MX, Michael, Mike Hansen, 7P GZ. This calligraphy, sometimes it's hard to read. Ned Ackerman, Sandra Dunkel, Ann Humphrey. We have some members that have been around for 10 years. Mike Dinkelman. For 15 years, Bob McGahee. Gordon Cady. Here's somebody that's here. Jack Burrell. 15 years. Is Jimmy Sutton, Michael Cross, quite a goal to shoot for, but stick around for this length of time. Sometimes been a hell of a lot of fun.
Sure has.
Anyhow, well, it's been a terrific evening. Sure enjoyed it, and a lot of memories. I'm not an old timer, but you're just old. Have been around ham radio with a good friend of W7EOP, one of the early members, and your little spiel there about being located in the old bomb shelter on the East Hill. Well, there's a close friend in our coffee group who's a retired King County policeman. He's a ham, by the way. And when it later became a southeast precinct, the King County officers, when they moved in, they were instructed to clean out all the old World War II bomb shelter stuff, and there were still medical supplies and everything. And the first thing they did was take all of the old packages of sulfa drugs and stuff, pour them down the little boys' room, and it proceeded to go down the thing and completely shut down the sewage system. Our previous president, so who has done a terrific job. So, Carolyn. All the members would like to thank you for a great year. Wish you the best for the coming year. Now, the next one, unfortunately the gentleman isn't here, is our most valuable player of Field Day, who this year was Chuck Fultz, KB7OS or Old Seattle. Said he isn't here this evening, so he will receive that at the... Now comes the one that brings in everybody's mind, the flea market. Did you ever wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning in a cold sweat and wonder whether it was going to work or not? I did that about 4 times a week before the flea market. Anyhow, our most valuable player for flea market this year, and he isn't here either, unfortunately, is a guy that every time I turned around, he was going either behind me or in front of me with a pallet, working like crazy. And for a fellow that, gosh, I don't want to say, I hate the word handicap, and I don't think any of them apply to him, but that's Dick Vance, K7NEX, just does a terrific job, and he will receive the most valuable. And also, this year, and this guy's received an award or two before, but couldn't overlook it. We had a chance to see him in action, or I usually see him unloading the elevator, but this year we had just a special award for Dean for sitting in that huge forklift taking all these things down. The irony of it all is that for those who aren't involved closely in the flea market and the Seattle Fairgrounds, they don't want anybody doing anything that's their job. They don't want you. When it comes to liability, they're really serious about it. So they come rolling up with this huge forklift, and the guy was fumbling around trying to get it going. And when they found out that Dean was an accredited forklift operator, they hopped down out of the thing. Okay. I'll turn this part over to Ralph. Get all this junk out the road here. What in the world are you going to do with it? You're going to read it.
Okay, we're arrived at that point in the evening that we all look forward to, and that is the awarding of the Pop Brown Award. This is really the Person of the Year award, and it's given to the individual who's gone the extra mile in both the club and in the community. And before this person is announced, and I think he should be aware of who the select group that he is joining. So would the former winners of the Pop Brown Award please stand?
Oh my gosh. Wow, cool.
This member of our club came joined the club during my year as vice president. And about 2 months after he got into the club, he came up to the front of we were down in the building there just off of in Tukwila, that service club down there. And he asked the question, did we ever bother to check up and find out why people are dropping out of the club? Well, in all the leadership courses and practice administration courses I've ever taken, they always say, if somebody starts asking questions and trying to make work away, consider him a volunteer. So I said, well, that sounds like a good idea. Have at it. So he accepted and went on to go ahead and make a bunch of phone calls from a list that I gave him. A couple of meetings later, he came back and wanted to know and handed me the sheet. And of course, I said, well, you know, you've done this. I think it's up to you to give the report. Well, that's when I learned that it took this guy 3 minutes to give a 1 minute talk.
Better wear this around your neck too.
He went on to chair a facilities committee, and he, with the help of Aldo, M7MYM, and Michael, KG7MX, came up with a plan on how we might go forward in finding a facility and also a means of financing it. When it was presented to the membership, it was tabled, which again proves that there isn't any problem that two attorneys can't make worse. He went on to become field day chairman for a couple of sessions. He does have feet of clay. He and one of the other members found us a generator.
Bound?
The price was right, but the repair bill was about $20,000. Mills, WB7TKJ.
No microphone. No.
I think I can do it less than 1 minute.
You're out, get your picture with him so you can show the people as being with Yeltsin.
Well, I guess there are two things I want to say. The first, a lot of credit's got to go to my mother.
1936, we moved up to Seattle. It snowed that year. And not for Christmas, but for my birthday, my mother went down against my dad's best wishes and bought a set of code oscillators. They were blue with the code silk screened in white on the barrel part where the two batteries went. I opened it up, and my mother helped me run 2 wires from my bedroom out to the kitchen. I think that kindled the spirit. She helped me learn the Morse code to some extent. My dad thought we were both nuts. Well, here I am. Thanks, Mom. The next thing I want to point out is I got to tell you the follow-up on the boat anchor that we acquired. We're very fortunate to dispose of the skin of our teeth. The lock knot, a troop transport that was converted to the motor ship Restoration, a Mercy ship. They gave us the generator. To make a long story short, Joe and I helped prepare that ship. So to become a Mercy ship, I worked on it for about 5 months. We got a letter, well, I should say, Joe, in her way, taught the Swedes how to use cornmeal. They normally feed that to animals. Joe went down, showed them how to make cornmeal. Cornbread. I don't think they've made any sense because they never mention it. And on one of their last trips, this past fall, the captain, Captain Elvar, and Kjell, the first mate, the navigator, they were coming down from the Ukraine along the coast, and they were informed of 2 Russian, I will say, guerrilla groups who were fighting each other. And caught and trapped with their backs against the sea were 26 Jews. Both the guerrilla groups had the intention of annihilating these people. When the captain got wind of this, he found out what the location was, went in close to shore, and to summarize it, he sent some of the crew ashore, picked up the 26 people with just what they had on, brought them out to the ship, and took them down to Israel. Hey, is there any greater feeling of satisfaction than to know that yes, all of us, the Mike and Key Club, because we were all involved, helped save 26 Jewish lives. I think that's well done. And like Mike said, ham radio is a king of hobbies, and it's very rewarding and satisfying. And this reward, to me, doggone it, you really put a challenge out there for me. Thank you for letting me join such a fine group.
Chief. Pete and I have decided that's it for this evening. We'd like to thank all of you for coming. What's this oh business?
It's on tape.
It's on tape, huh? Well, we're going to do something different here.
Hold on. Wait.
We got people that didn't put their tickets in.
Oh, they didn't put their ticket up. Too late. Too late.
That's it.
Behind you, Mike.
Give me that, Lou.
Yeah.
You want the ham or non-ham?
Oh, well.
You kept the other two, right?
Yep. Now, if you read the back of the bag, they're reversed. Mike, would you mind if we had your daughter come up and do the honors this evening? I'll start off with the non-ham prize to start with.
Let's bury that first ticket.
Okay.
Is that the first ticket?
Yep.
Okay.
I got the tape here,
Okay, that's the last.
Yeah, the number one prize.
Number one prize, take the last.
Okay.
Okay, then we go on. We don't need it, we can just set it on top.
Okay.
That's the number one prize. That's yours.
No.
Here.
The number one, was that the number one hammer?
That's non-ham.
Okay.
Okay, number one, ham.
Okay.
Okay.
Non-ham?
Pull them off first and then. Non-ham.
No name, sorry.
That was part of the contest. If you didn't write your name on the back.
The non-ham is 11359. Well, Carolyn, great.
Sorry. All right.
I know it, I got 360.
You're non-ham?
Well, he said he put his in the ham box, so I had to put mine in the other. I follow instructions.
We're going to tell you what. This is a gift certificate to Stuart Anderson for $40.
Thank you very much. Gee. That's okay, I eat good too.
Carolyn, are you taking us to dinner with you?
Yeah, right.
Go home and find out if they use desk tray.
11374.
That's you. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Hey, women unite.
Oh, 11374, that's a ham.
Oh, okay.
That's a gift certificate to
ARS
for $75.
Oh my
God. Go towards my new antenna, thank you.
Your big idea.
Non-ham ticket.
Yeah, mine.
Non-ham, 11337.
All right.
Darlene.
337, right?
337.
Spend this before she goes home. It's a $40 gift certificate to Bellevue Square.
That's nice.
Ham prize.
Probably 113 something again. It is 25.
Hey!
Hey, all right. Good job.
Shake that dragon.
ARS again? Amateur radio supply, $50.
Well, thank you, sir.
Good deal.
Non-ham.
46. 11346. Yes, you.
Cool.
This is a $25 gift certificate to Barnes & Noble.
Oh,
nice. Yeah.
The hams.
34. 11334.
All right.
Another gift certificate, $25, Damage Radio Supply.
All right.
Non-ham?
Non-ham 52, 11352.
This is a $30 gift certificate to the Keg.
Oh, gee.
This table's going out to dinner.
Ham prize?
Ham price 11344.
Hey.
All right.
What is it? Gifts? World Radio. World Radio.
I told you.
All right, there you go.
Come on, go, Keith.
Non-ham prize?
Come
Fine.
Non-ham 20, 11320.
This is another $30 gift certificate to the Keg.
Ham prize.
11317.
All right.
Subscription to World Radio.
Nice. Cavern and QSP.
Non-ham?
Radio.
11351.
Oh,
See, I told
This is a gift pack from Starbucks.
It is.
Wow.
You buy them. We're coming over to your house for brunch, and then we're all going to dinner. Where's that? Huh? Starbucks gift pack. Oh, got Starbucks stuff.
Non-ham prize?
11335.
Whoa, it's a double hit at that table.
Ticket book for lunch.
Okay, I guess we're done, right, Pete?
Yeah, we're all done. Let's go.
You went.
Yep. Thank you.
Can we give this one?
Sure.
You're welcome.
Here comes the grand non-ham prize.
This is the $50 gift certificate to Bellevue Square. And it's 011342. It's Millie on here.
Good job, Millie.
Now we are done.
Now we are done. You got that one? You gonna make it out the door?
Hey.
Okay, here we go. Final drawing. 213.
Good job,
Now they got everybody's attention out there. 011 3 XX.
Oh. What's in it?
It's got a 2 followed by an 8. No name on the back. I put my name on my back, I think.
328.
Oh, ring!
Now, Pete, you told me you wanted a birthday present.
This is ridiculous.
You got it fair and square.
What's in it?
A $100 gift certificate to Anniversary Radio Supply. With that, we'd like to thank everybody for coming this evening. Hope you had a good time. Hope to see you back here next year at our banquet. Hope to see you at the club meeting. Thank you.